Hello, beautiful ones. This is Lorelei with the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions. And some of you say, what the heck is 5D? That's a great question. And it's not one I can answer in 30 seconds. But do stick around. I'm going to give you a special 5D message and take it from someone who's been forged in the fire of painful third-dimensional experiences and come out to the fifth-dimensional experience of love, peace, and harmony. You don't want to miss my message. Now, I appreciate if you give me a like, and also later on, give the video in the notes a like, the original one. It's great karma because it spreads the love. Okay, beloved ones, today we are looking at Vanny, Vabiola, I Will Always Love You. And you guys suggested this.
Here I should stay. I would only be your way, so I go, but I know I think of you every step of the way. And I will always love you. I will always love you.
You got to listen to that again. Listen to the purity of her pretty voice. Isn't she beautiful, by the way? I love that part. A little further.
And I will always love you. I will always love you. My darling, be there sweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need, and I will always love you. I will always love you.
Oh, come on. We got to hear that again, too. Oh, my goodness. Then she belts it. Before it was so sweet and soft. And now she's belting it.
And I will always love you. I will always love you. That you come, and I hope you have a dreamer, and I wish you time and happiness. But of all this, I wish you love.
She goes.
And I will always love you.
much. Oh, this is just too much. We got to go back again and hear all that again. Isn't that something? My goodness, she's just going for it. And isn't it so inspiring when they just let it all out like that? Oh, you just feel like, I don't know, it gives us all permission to let it all out. Here we go.
And happiness, but of all this, I wish you love.
Here we go.
And
Wow. Oh my goodness. Can she sing or what? Vanny Vabiola. Wow. I almost started singing. I had to hold myself back. I literally came that close. I think I put a sound out there. And I said, no, Lorelei, this is not you singing. Plus my voice is still a little not fully back yet. So, but oh my goodness. Wow. So, whew, I mean, songs about love are always a very high vibration, right? This is about the loss of love and how she will always love him. But I mean, it's so beautiful that it uplifts you, even though it's about a little bit of a sadness. It still uplifts you because it's so beautiful. And her singing is so beautiful. And so I'd have to say on my scale of one being a very low, and one being like very third dimensional and 5 being very fifth dimensional, I'm going for like a 4 up here because it's so beautiful and uplifting with the sound of it. Oh my goodness. And it's got that little bit though of what you're never going to find in 5D is a longing for something that you can't have or a feeling like you lost something because there's so much love there. It's just overabundance of love, right? Now, I don't know if I should remark upon her burqa or not, but what's interesting, I might get into trouble, but what's interesting is that, I mean, it's an interesting song for her to have picked because one has an idea of a Middle Eastern kind of lady as really being a one man, one woman kind of, that's the world we think of it being over there, right? One man, one woman. So you say, okay, well, do they have, like this loss of love in a one man, one woman situation? But very interestingly, I mean, because usually they're together for life. We could be totally wrong. So comment for me. Tell me if that is incorrect completely, right? But, I had a friend, though, who was from Iran, and he did say that some of these are misconceptions because a lot of times in Iran, the people are walking down around with their burqas and everything else. But then at nighttime, they go underground to a secret passageway, but it's not very secret, but somewhat secret. Off come all the burqas and on come all the go-go clothes, so to speak, the dancing clothes, and all that. And they have a great time. So, I don't know if that's true or not. Give me a comment if that's true. Because you know what? You can't, I guess what it's reminding me of is you can't hold the human spirit down. Like no matter how you might try to constrict someone by saying these are the rules and you must work inside of them, people will always break out. And this one is very much breaking out, I think. I think she's breaking the heck out of all of those rules and doing her thing and singing her heart out, whatever she likes. So kudos to you, Vanny. Okay, so let's see. So if you haven't double checked it at all, I am offering some ways that I might be of service to you, and we might kind of work together to raise up our frequencies and vibrations. And you can find that out by going to the YouTube description and hitting more and dropping down to go to my Patreon About Lorelei Support and Resources page. And you also find some resources and stuff that might be interesting to you at the bottom. And also, I'm going to have a little bit about Lorelei on my shorts that you can take a look at. Should be going up soon. Okay, so today our fifth dimensional question, or rather conversation, our fifth dimensional topic is, what is the government of 5D Earth? So the government of 5D Earth is a very interesting thing because it's almost like so far out of our brain's ability to conceive of it. But in the greater galaxy, the higher dimensional beings, they do have a sort of a government, if you will. And this government consists of councils of light. So individuals coming together from all different walks of life and all different parts of the galaxy and whatnot to be on these councils to sort of make decisions, Now, on these councils, so first of all, this is very different from our government because number one, people, they don't get elected. They would step up to the plate and do service. And usually the people, because they're high vibrational people and everybody's very thankful and says, thank you for doing that service. You don't need to elect them because they're all so wonderful, right? If anybody just steps up to do the service, everyone is happy to have them do it because there's no striving for power in 5D. There's no looking to be better than the other guy or just trample on anybody else. Everybody just wants to be of service. So for instance, in these councils in the higher realms, they've had many councils where they've come together in meetings to say, well, what can we do to assist the earth? Over the years, over centuries, over maybe thousands of years, they've had these meetings. How can we assist the earth? And now, of course, they need to understand that they have to assist in the realm of non-interference. So they'll have conversations back and forth. Well, that sounds like interference. No, I don't think it is, and this and that. And finally, they come to a consensus of how they could possibly help. Now, fortunately, we were able to ask for their help over the past maybe century or so. We've literally reached out many of the people on our planet and said, hey, help me. We know this fifth dimensional change is coming. Help us. We want the help. The earth herself reached out for help, perhaps about, I don't know, couple before the Yeshua came. He was part of the assistance effort. So maybe 10,000 years, I don't know exactly how many, thousands of years, the earth herself, the archangel that embodies the earth, reached out for help. So that means that, since we reached out for help, now they can assist us some more, and a lot more than they could have otherwise. But still, there's those conversations. Well, is that breaking the prime rule of non-interference? Well, I don't think it is, etc., etc. So they're having those conversations about us. Isn't that cool? Those councils. And they're all around the whole galaxy having conversations about whatever you have conversations about in the galaxy, right? How you can assist this or that planet, or what's going on, with this or that project that they're doing or whatever. This is all a project, by the way. This planet Earth is a project. It's the first time it's ever been done that the entire population of a planet would raise up to fifth dimension pretty much all at once. Now, even if we go in 3 waves, in terms of the eternal concept of time, that's all at once. It's a blink of an eye to the universe. So this has been pretty interesting. So now, as we raise up to the 5D, we have that similar thing going on. Now, you have to be understanding, folks, that in 5D and approaching 5D, we're going to start to have a whole lot of more individuals on this planet than we've ever experienced before. In other words, they're going to come and visit us, our beloved ones, our family of light. So galactic beings will be visiting us and coming down to our planet. The loving ones we're talking about. Don't be afraid or anything. We will have archangels and angels coming down if our planet is a high enough vibration at that point, when it is, so that they can come down and not be real super uncomfortable. They can come down and be with us. Ascended masters come down and be with us. People from the galactic are going to look all kinds of different ways. They look a lot different than we do. So consider like a kind of a Star Wars kind of concept. You remember when he went into some bar on some planet. There was all these different kinds of looking people, right? They didn't necessarily look like human. They were like different kinds of races around the galaxy. We're going to have that going on. That's going to be here. And then we have our inner Earth family of light. And they'll be coming up and, interacting with and mixing with us. So we've got all those wonderful mentors, if you will, who can assist as we start to put together what are our counsels for the use for the Earth going to be. And I don't know exactly like how it's going to sort of like shift over to that. I just know that it will shift over to that. It might take some time, but it will shift over to us governing ourselves by the use of these councils for the various reasons. And probably a lot of councils. There may be a council to deal with how we clean up the environment of the Earth. Now, I don't mean that in the sense of like the woke business, but really we've done some damage to the planet, so we want to clean that up. And it wouldn't be such a difficult process, actually. It won't be, because they have a lot of technology to do that. There may be some councils that are like, okay, how do we make sure that all the species of different plant life is flourishing and growing on the Earth? There may be some councils that are like, okay, how do we take care of the children who maybe don't have their orphan children or whatever? How do we best take care of them to bring them up to the fifth dimensional way of life? Councils on raising the say prosperity or abundance of the planet. I mean, it's going to happen, but it's going to take a little time. So we may need councils to deal with that. So there will be all of these councils, all of which some of us will probably even volunteer to be on. And all of which, because we're at a higher dimensional space, we'll be thinking in a different way. We'll be thinking in the way of contribution and not get what I can get out of it. That's how our government's typically been. In fact, the United States government was a sort of model for what is coming now, because it was government of the people, by the people, for the people. But on third dimension, people were not, we'll put it this way, it was a stepping stone. Because people were still the nastiness, they were not about at that level of love and light and joy and all of that, wanting to help contribution, oneness. See, that'll be that's the linchpin right there, oneness and unity. You see, when we pass through 5D and when we're getting close to getting there, we're really understanding the unity and oneness. And we're understanding that every other individual that I come in contact with, I am one with, and they are one with me. So why would I harm them, and why would they ever harm me? That would be crazy, right? See, the more we get, the closer to that concept and that knowing and that understanding, the more we won't need these overreaching kind of governments to try to keep us under control. And, it's been a control manipulation thing, but I mean to keep us from doing bad things to each other, because we won't be doing bad things to each other. We wouldn't even consider it. We wouldn't even think it. And then, of course, we have our mentors, the higher dimensional beings who are here with us and helping us. And maybe they're sitting in on the council meetings and being of contribution and saying, well, that's an idea, but here's another idea. Or perhaps that might not work so well when you think of it from this way or whatever. They'll be contributing their thoughts and ideas as well. So can you imagine it? We're really actually going to have a government of the people, by the people, for the people around the entire planet. And we're not going to be able to have to force that. We're not going to have to, bang that, like we've tried to bang democracy, right? around the world. We won't have to try to force that, because people all around the planet will be raising their consciousness. They're going to be on board for it, believe me. Some of, by the way, the most spiritually connected and, beings of light that I have ever known have been from places like Russia. And I'm like, whoa, they're so spiritual, they're so connected. India, they're so spiritual, they're so connected. I mean, really, we think we are like all that in a bag of chips, but actually out there in those eastern areas where we have typically, we thought US is the big dog, they're actually on track with this. They're not messing around, right? So we don't have to worry too much about that. I know there's a strong also spiritual component in China. Their people are being, smothered by their government, that communist government. But in the people and among the people, there's also a very strong spiritual, component to the individuals there. So once we get that government out of there, they're just going to thrive. And they're going to be on board, right? I don't say we get it. They're going to get it. They're going to do it. They're going to make it happen. We're not we're not going around nation building anymore, but they're going to make it happen. So I say collective as a consciousness, we, meaning all of the entire planet, but they will make that happen for themselves without a doubt. So that's what the government's going to be like. It's going to be a government of light, of love, of joy, of peace, of harmony, and promoting all of that. So something great to look forward to, right? And by the way, it's so appropriate. There are no accidents here, as we're talking about this with this, beautiful song, this uplifting song, right? It's just lifting us up, lifting us up, lifting us up. So, all right, beloved ones, I'm sending you that peace, that joy, that love, that bliss, that freedom, and that oneness to never harm another because we are at one with them. Here it comes. Namaste. I honor the God in you. How we love you. How we love you. How we love you. How we love